Don't worry. We'll get ready.
If I have to go through this alone,
I'm here. We are going to find him. I promise.
why are you so good to me?
Hello. Yes, this is Cruz Castillo. Yes.
Who is?
Uh-huh. When? How bad was he hurt? Okay, we'll be there, as soon as we can. Thank you.
I love you, Mason. I never stopped loving you.
Never thought I'd hear you say that.
Tell me you love me.
You know I do. Tell me you love me.
I want to.
Then say it. I love you. I never stop. Don't go.
Please. Mary? Mary?
Sorry.
No.
Mary?
Thank you for the check. Thanks for everything.
Hi. Excuse me, do you know who's going to be taking over for you this morning?
No, I don't.
Well, if it's Mary Duval, I'd better go make sure she's awake.
Mary's not here.
She's not? Where is she?
She went to her mother's for Christmas.
Oh, I guess you decided to spend the night there?
I guess.
Do you know if she was planning to go to work at the clinic this morning?
I really don't know.
I better get on down there and see if I can track her down.
You okay?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Well, I'm sorry I woke you up.
No, that's all right. I had to get up anyway.
Well, it looked like whatever you were dreaming, you didn't like it too well, so I thought it was better
Mark,
if I...
it's okay. It's okay, because I wasn't planning on laying around your apartment all day. I do have to get to work.
Oh, well, actually, wait a second. I've got here a loaf of bread, I got a pound of bacon, and I got a dozen eggs, and you're not going anywhere until we feed you.
Okay, great. Where's your frying pan?
No, absolutely not. I do the cooking between these walls, and that's house rules.
That's crazy, Mark. But I'm not a guest here. I very rudely invited myself over last night.
No, you didn't want to stay at the Capwells, and all you did was ask if you could use my extra couch. There's nothing rude about that. You do a lot of nice things for people, Mary. It's about time someone took care of you for a change.
That's what
What?
Mason said that to me once.
Oh, yeah, well, I guess for once we're in agreement on something. But I think Mason needs to do a little more work on himself before he starts taking care of someone else.
Look, can I borrow your shower before I get into my clothes?
Boy, where does it end? First you use my bed, then you want breakfast, and then of course you can use my shower. It takes a while to warm up, though. It's about as reliable as my hot plate. But you're sure you wouldn't want to wait until after breakfast?
Why?
Because you look a lot better in that robe than I do.
Oh, yeah. Really, I'm the height of fashion here.
You still haven't learned how to take a compliment, have you?
Well, fortunately, I don't get enough of them from you to make it worth my while.
If you take them seriously, you'd get a lot more.
Don't expect me to start taking you seriously at this late date, Mark McCormick. I mean, I've been defending myself from your teasing since I was in braces, and I'm very good at it. So don't think you can soft soap me now.
Is he all right?
Santana, we don't even know that it was Brandon. They found a car with California plates.
And?
There was an accident. Part of the car was burned.
Oh, my God.
They found a boy in the wreckage, and they took him to the hospital. Now, he hasn't spoken yet, but he's in stable condition.
Oh, Brandon.
No, we don't even know it's Brandon yet.
Oh, Cruz, I am so afraid to go and find out if he's hurt. Hurt badly.
Look, if you want, I'll go alone and call you when I know.
No, if it is Brandon, he is going to need me. I'll go and get dressed.
With 2 architects today. Yeah. Okay, I'll talk to you later. Bye. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to cramp your style.
You're not.
So I see. How do you do that?
Better without an audience.
I'll go in the other room.
Oh, no, look. I'm just going to stretch. Was that Nick?
Yeah, I wanted to clue him in on the latest on the casino. And I wanted to make sure that he and Kelly were going to be around tomorrow night. I hope you are, too.
What for?
I'm going to throw a surprise party to announce the engagement.
Oh, you going to throw it here?
No, I'm not going to throw it here. It's not big enough here. I talked to them at Buzz's, and they're going to let me rent the place. You want to help me decorate?
Decorate? What is this, a prom?
No, I just thought it would be nice to put up some flowers and stuff, make it look different than usual.
Right. I'm sure Kelly likes flowers.
You sound as if you think it's a dumb idea.
It's not dumb. I just don't understand why you're planning to be such a gracious host.
Well, it's not every day of the week that my brother gets engaged. I think it's a special occasion.
Well, so do I.
That's why I'm having the party.
Especially if it will convince people that you're actually happy about this engagement.
I am happy about it.
Sure, Dylan.
Look, I know you've got some weird ideas on the subject, but I think that Nick and Kelly belong to each other.
Well, so do I. But I also know how you feel.
It's ancient history, Janice. You see, with all of this exercising and everything, I think the blood goes to your feet and you don't think straight. So what I'm going to do is get a nice tall glass of ice water and we'll talk about what we're going to do at the party.
Okay.
I've had quite a Christmas this year, Dad. Really something. It started with these crazy dreams. Well, I can't really explain them, but what I wound up with after the dreams was the best Christmas present I've ever had. I feel like I've got a chance to start life all over again. I don't mean like a New Year's resolution start over, but a serious chance to begin again with a clean slate. I've decided I'm going to start doing things differently, Dad. I'm going to start trusting people for a change. I'm going to start taking some risks and not being so afraid of looking like a fool. You see, I've met this wonderful woman. She's one of your angels of mercy, actually. Her name is Mary. And I think I want to spend the rest of my life with her. All I have to do now is win her back. Well, I just wanted you to know that even someone like me isn't too blind to see salvation when it shows up.
Scared me to death.
I suppose you have a blow dryer around here.
No, I never touch this stuff.
Well, my luck. I should have asked before I got my hair wet.
No, relax. You'll just do whatever man did before God created the blow dryer.
All right, but I'm going to have to stay in your robe for a while longer because I am dripping wet.
Be my guest. I told you you look great.
What time is it going to be anyway?
Too early to open the clinic, so don't start rushing around again.
Mark, I want to open it early because we closed early yesterday and people might need us.
They have an emergency room at County General.
Which is probably filled to the rafters.
Mary, give yourself a break. You don't have to feel guilty just because you close a little early to make it to Christmas dinner. Besides, you do have a right, you know. You have a family.
They looked really well, didn't they, Mom and Christy?
Oh, yeah. I was really glad to see him again.
Oh, it's wonderful to see Christy with a real job and some decent friends.
She sure was happy to see you. And I could see she and your mother really didn't want you to go.
Maybe I should have stayed there. For good.
Well, didn't you just tell me that Santa Barbara was starting to seem like home?
Well, if it's so homey, why couldn't I go back to the Capwells last night? You know, I had my key in the door, and I had to come here, Mark. I couldn't go in.
Is that really so surprising, considering the way Mason's been?
Things have not been going well between Mason and myself for some time now, but it's never stopped me from going back to the house before.
No, what I'm suggesting is that maybe you didn't want to be there because you felt yourself weakening.
Weakening?
Well, you have to admit, there was some show he put on yesterday with a Santa Claus suit and everything, and the donations and the presents and the stories for the kids. So that one really tugged on the heartstring, huh?
Hey, my heartstrings are immune.
Okay, whatever you say. How do you want your eggs?
You're awfully easy to get along with. You know that?
Yeah.
Whereas I am awfully hard to get along with this morning. Why do you put up with me?
You don't mean that seriously, do you?
I do mean that seriously. Why do you put up with me?
Mary, I thought it was obvious.
I don't know what to say.
I'm not asking you to say anything. You asked me why I put up with you, and I gave you an honest answer.
Mark, things have always been a certain way between us.
Yeah, I know. Pals forever, right? The two musketeers. Guess I'm not supposed to mess with the formula.
It was a pretty good formula.
Maybe it was for you, but it didn't really work for me, Mary. Not even in high school.
I don't believe you.
Yeah? Well, you remember the senior play?
Of the I Sing?
Well, some of us sang, the rest of us croaked. Well, I played Jonathan P. Wintergreen, and you played... Don't tell me.
Oh.
Mary! Mary Turner. You were very good, by the way.
No, I wasn't, but I did have fun.
Well, besides that, remember when we had to sing that duet? It was called Who Cares? And I found myself standing up there on the stage, and I'm singing to you about how much I care about you, and all of a sudden it's not a play anymore. Not for me. I was in love with you.
You never said a word.
Mary, what am I going to say? You already told me you were going to go into the convent right after graduation, and you did. Who was I to complicate your life? You see, it was a lot easier for me to just chicken out and pretend I was Big Brother.
Boy, was I dense.
Come on, you didn't really know how I felt?
No, well, there were times when I thought you looked at me kind of strangely, but... No, I didn't think anybody felt
Mary,
that way about me then.
Didn't you even wonder why I wouldn't come and visit at the convents for weeks after you went in?
Well, you told me that you'd been away.
Well, I wasn't. I was at home. Spending most of my time sitting up in my room, being angry at you because you chose God over me.
I had no idea.
Mary, I'm not saying this to make you feel bad. I just need you to understand that this goes back a long way.
Well, not exactly uninterrupted, Mark. I mean, you got married along the road.
Yeah, well, we saw how well that turned out.
But you must have loved her at the beginning. I bet underneath all that hurt, you still do.
I don't want that kind of love anymore, Mary. It's a dead end.
Well, take some time to find out what you do want, Mark. I mean, don't rush into something just because it's familiar.
Is that what you think I'm doing?
I don't think either one of us knows what we're doing, to tell you the truth. We're getting out of two very confusing relationships.
Oh, I was never confused about you. I knew exactly how I felt. Mary, you were my first love.
I'm touched.
They say the first love's the one that never leaves you. Well, that's what makes it so complicated.
How so?
I think you're Mason's first love too, Mary. And I think he's yours also. And I know that people don't give that up without a struggle.
I don't understand. They have asked us for our identification 5 times. Why can't they just let us in the room?
Santana, they need a clearance from the chief of medicine first. They can't just let anybody wander into the room of an unidentified patient.
Well, he's going to remain unidentified forever if they don't let us see him.
It'll only be a few more minutes, I'm sure. Let's calm down.
Now I know how my mama felt.
Your mom, what about her?
Well, when I was 9, my mama was listening to the radio, and she heard that 2 children had been hit by a car. Of course, you know, I had forgotten to tell her that I was going to be late, that I had to go to choir practice.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. Anyway, I was walking home with my friend Maria.
I remember.
Yeah. And we were going to take that shortcut.
The grocery store parking lot? Yeah.
Anyway, I saw this woman. She was running down the street, and her hair just was loose, and it was wild all around her face. And when I did see her face, it was filled with terror. I realized it was my mama. I called out to her, and she... You know what she did? She just turned and looked at me. She just stood there. The tears were running down her face. She thought I was the one who was in the accident.
Yeah. But you weren't. You were all right. Okay, so let's just hope that Brandon is all right too.
Inspector Castillo.
Yeah. Can we go in now?
You're going to have to talk to the doctor about that.
You found the boy.
Yeah, yes, ma'am.
There was a woman in her late 20s traveling with him.
No, there was no one else with a vehicle.
You don't think Gina could have just gotten out and left him?
No,
What about the plates on the car? Did anybody come up with a license number yet?
You're going to have to talk to Officer Pettis about that. I don't know anything. It was just my job to look at the personal belongings, collect them.
Could I? Are those the things that were inside the car?
Yes, ma'am. It isn't much.
May I see them?
Yeah, we need to see those, okay? It's important.
Please.
And this was filled with good bubble gum and candy.
What, is this Brandon's?
He had socks just like those.
Yeah, but so do a lot of kids, Santana. This could be anybody's. Is there something else?
No. Jacket.
It's his.
Are you sure?
Look inside the pocket. There is a name tag that was sewn in there when he went off to camp.
Yeah.
Oh,
Santana, wait.
I've got to go in and see my son. You can't keep me out here any longer. Please, Cruz.
I don't believe that I've ever been to a real clam bake.
Well, Pearl told me he was going to collect every clam in California.
Well, I understand that you have to dig a pit into the sand or something.
Well, he said he was going to do something in the restaurant. He swore to me up and down that it was going to taste the same, so...
Well, I'm going to do all the decorations. I'm going to the dime store and buy those little pearls that you can glue inside the oysters, and everybody will have a pearl inside their oyster.
That sounds great. What else?
Oh, now, wait a minute. You haven't told me what you're going to do. I mean, it would be just like you to get this party started, and then the rest of us have to do all the work.
Well, I'm in charge of inviting all the guests. I'm also in charge of the ice and beverages, and I think I know just what to serve at this little fiesta.
What?
Fish house punch.
Isn't that supposed to be lethal?
Yeah, but I'll have a little courtesy van to take people home if they don't think they can drive.
You've thought of everything. Now all you have to do is get to the phones and call people. Can I make a request?
Sure, who would you like me to invite?
Mason Capwell.
He's already on the list. You forget he's the bride-to-be's brother.
Why do I always forget that?
Well, it's not hard. Kelly and Mason aren't exactly two peas in a pod.
Well, you know Kelly so much better than I do. Who's at the door?
I don't know.
Well, I thought you were going to tell me whenever you were expecting somebody over.
Hold on a second. Look, are you worried it's whoever's following you?
Oh, I was just a little startled. Unexpected guests make me nervous.
Well, don't worry about it. I'll see who it is, okay? Oh, no, it's Pearl. Janice, look, it's Pearl.
Yes.
Hi, Pearl.
Well, hi. What, are you expecting somebody different like Prince Charlie and Lady What's-Her-Face?
Die.
Not yet, sweetheart. I got too much to live for, believe me.
Oh.
So what's happening?
Oh, nothing. It's
I'm
just...
just glad to know it was you.
It's been a little weird around here the last couple of weeks. Janice has, well, seen somebody peeking in the windows and stuff, and she's a little shook up.
Yes, well, I don't blame you, sweetheart. Tell you what, it sounds to me like you need a little outside surveillance around the place, you know? I mean, maybe I could come by after work and help out a little bit.
Well, it's very sweet of you, but I hear you have your hands full already, like a clam bake.
Oh, yes, a clam bake, yes. I got more shells coming in than I can handle, believe you me. Enough to feed a rock concert. After all, I got to impress my future boss.
Future boss?
Yes, Pearl is going to use his boat to run customers back and forth to the casino once it's finished.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Mm-hmm, and I am well aware. I want you to know that there has to be a certain change in the image. That's why I did it.
Did what?
The hair.
Did you do something with your hair?
What's the matter? The lady doesn't notice when a good-looking guy gets his hair cut? I mean, he practically gave me a mohawk for crying out loud. Do you like it?
It looks great. It looks great.
Are you sure that they did anything to your hair?
Did anything? They took at least an inch off. Are you serious? Look at right here. I'm practically naked.
Oh, my God. Oh, looks great. Pearl, what is in the box?
Oh, yes, the box. This, my friend, is the second major contribution to my new image. Yes, you like it. What to wear when transporting passengers to the world's most famous casino.
I love it. It looks great.
It's not too much.
Of course it's too much. That's why we love it.
I'll tell you what, though. It's gonna come in really handy when I stand in line waiting for my first bonus.
What bonus?
The new boat that you were gonna buy me.
What boat?
Oh, come on, man. You're not gonna make me take those passengers out in my old tub. It's not gonna set the right mood.
Wait a second, El Capitan. Now, this casino has got me in hock from my stem to my stern.
Oh, yeah? Hock. You don't know Hock. Wait until you see what I charge you for them clams, okay?
Where's Mary?
Do you know what time it is?
Yes, you? Her car's outside. I know she's here.
Mark, who is it?
I see.
See what?
A little more than I bargained for.
Listen, Mason, I thought I told you never to come back here.
Seems I should have taken your advice.
Perdón, señorita. Ya estamos bien.
Claro.
Here, drink this. I'm gonna go and see how long it's gonna be till we can get in and see him.
The doctor is with him.
Did the nurse say anything about his condition?
A leg is broken and he's got lacerations on his face and shoulders.
He's gonna get through this.
Well, they don't know. They didn't say
Santana,
that.
Brandon is a tough little kid.
How could Gina just leave him? How could she do that?
I don't know. Maybe she went for help and she might have passed out or something.
Or maybe she just decided to save herself first.
Oh, come on now. I doubt that.
I'm sorry. I'm just so angry and I have no one to blame.
I know. Doctor, my name is Cruz Castillo. This is Santana Andrade. We have reason to believe that her boy is in it. That's her son.
Okay, yeah, the officer told me there was a piece of clothing.
Yes, a sweater. It was my son's in the car. May we go in and see him now? We've been waiting for so long.
He's under heavy sedation. The lacerations are very painful.
Yes, but he's going to pull through, though, right?
Yes, but please try to understand. The lacerations are very bad. Come this way.
It isn't Brandon.
What?
He's much bigger and older.
This isn't her son.
The sweater, you said that it was yours.
I don't understand. It is Brandon's sweater, but this isn't Brandon. This isn't my son. He seems to be waking, the poor thing.
Hey, buddy, how you doing?
Not so good. Hurts.
Yeah, we had an accident. You were driving somebody's car, huh? You look a little young to be driving. How old are you?
I'm 12. My brother taught me.
Uh-huh. Did he also teach you how to hot wire an engine? Too bad. Well, I'm sorry, but you don't have to worry because these are good doctors that are going to take good care of you. I'd like to ask you something, though. Did you happen to see a blonde lady and a little boy leaving the car? Or was it empty when you borrowed it?
It was empty.
Are you sure? You didn't see anyone? No. All right. You need your rest now. You try and sleep and you get better, okay? I'll be praying for you.
Yeah, take care. Thank you very much.
I hope he's going to be all right. Thank you.
That's the last joyride he'll be taking for a little while. Are you okay?
I don't know. You know, I'm really relieved that it isn't Brandon, but that poor boy.
I'm sure he'll be all right. Now, there's one more thing that cop found besides the sock and the jacket.
What?
This map. I think it's a reasonable guess that Gina headed someplace on here. So all we have to do is cover the thing and we're bound to find him. You ready for that?
Yes.
All right, let's
Let's go.
I'd feel a lot better if you'd come with me.
Dylan, I can think of lots better things to do with my time than combing the liquor stores of Santa Barbara to find the ingredients of Fish House Punch.
Look, I just don't think you should be here alone.
I'm alone a lot. I'll be fine.
I don't understand. See, one moment you're shaking in your boots because the doorbell rings, and the next minute you're fearless.
Well, I get nervous sometimes, and then it passes.
Well, being afraid is nothing to be ashamed of. You know, maybe Pearl is right that we should get some kind of security around here.
You mean like an armed guard?
I don't know, something.
Well, that's silly. I haven't seen anybody around here for days.
Janice, yesterday was Christmas. Now, if what we're dealing with is a peeping Tom, maybe he had the common decency to take the day off. But that doesn't mean he's not going to come back.
Are you trying to scare me?
No, I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to make you feel a little more comfortable.
What would make me feel comfortable is if you worried about your life and let me worry about mine.
Okay, fine. I'll be back in a couple of hours.
Oh, never mind. I'll go with you. I don't have anything better to do.
Mason, hi.
Dylan, I seem to have caught you two on your way out.
Well, Dylan's going somewhere, but I'm staying home. Goodbye, Dylan. Listen, have fun. You're an early bird this morning.
Yeah, well, I missed you. How was your Christmas?
I've had better.
Yeah, so have I. So what do you say we put Christmas behind us and get on with New Year's?
I'm all for it.
Good. In that case, I got you a New Year's present. I'm sorry I didn't have time to get it wrapped.
Mason, I don't believe this. You bought me a present?
Yeah, I owed you one.
Well, you owe me for what?
I said a few tactless things the other day. Been looking for a way to make it up to you.
You don't have to make it up to me. You already apologized.
I hope this is better than an apology. Open it.
Oh, Mason. What have you done?
You like it?
What's not to like? It's exquisite. It's too much.
No, don't be silly. It's a trinket.
It's solid gold and diamonds.
I wanted to get you something nice. You gonna try it on?
It fits.
Guess it was meant to be.
Thank you. But I don't know if I should accept this.
Please take it.
I wish I had something to give you in return.
You could just let me stay here for a little while.
Sure. Do you want me to make you breakfast? Are you hungry? What can I do?
No, just be with me.
All right. Is something wrong?
Not when you smile at me.
Well, you don't have to give me a ring to make me smile.
I know that.
Just being with you makes me smile. You're very funny. People probably tell you that all the time.
Not today.
Well, you are. And you're very good with words.
They seem to escape me right at the moment.
Well, maybe today you just don't feel like talking. Okay?
I don't really have to talk. You're saying all the right things.
It really was a lousy Christmas, wasn't it?
I'd like to pretend it never happened.
Maybe I can help.
I really can't eat any more. It was delicious.
Yeah, it was bad timing for a gala breakfast. I'm sorry.
I am going to try and put this morning out of my mind. I'm just going to forget it.
Oh, wait a minute. What point is there in that?
What do you mean?
Mary, something happened here this morning. We can't just sweep it under the rug.
What happened here was Mason waltzed in here, jumped to conclusions. That's his problem. That is not mine.
Wait a minute. I'm the last guy in the world to give Mason a break, but I don't think I would behave so well if I thought the woman I'm in love with was sleeping with someone else. That doesn't really bring out the best in people.
Well, you wouldn't automatically assume that she was guilty, now would you?
I might have. No, I think you're just going to have to go tell him the facts.
No, I am not going to defend myself. I haven't done anything wrong.
Mary, wait a minute. The man walks in here early in the morning and sees you wearing my bathrobe. He's bound to wonder. Mary, you can't just expect unconditional trust. It's not human nature.
Well, maybe I have something to learn about human nature then.
Maybe you do.
All right, what would you do?
What you should do is be honest. At least with yourself. Mary, if you still want Mason in your life, then...
I don't.
Oh, okay, if that's the case, and frankly, I doubt it. But I don't think you should just let him go on believing we're lovers.
He has no right to come in here and believe anything in the first place.
Okay, as long as you're not afraid of him.
Why would I be afraid of him?
Mary, he's not like the people we grew up with. He's not that simple. He's not as straightforward. He's more...
You're right.
I don't know.
I know. I feel like a child when I'm around him.
Especially sexually? I'm sorry. Don't even answer that.
No, you're right. But I think the problem is I've never been able to trust Mason. And if you don't have trust, you don't have anything, right?
Right.
And every time I would start to trust him, Mark, he'd do something. He'd ruin it somehow. And I can't go through that anymore.
You think you've played this all the way through?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, in that case, tell me something. How do I rate on the trust scale? Just out of curiosity.
I don't think you would ever willingly lie to me. You're one of the most honest people I've ever known.
I was honest to you today when I told you how I felt about you. It wasn't easy.
I know it wasn't.
Mary, look, I didn't say that just to put pressure on you. I know that you've always put our relationship in a special category.
What? Wait a minute. I don't think people should be put in categories. And in fact, I'm going to stop filing our relationship under P for pals as of right now. I think we should keep it open to developing anything that it wants to.
You mean that?
Let's see what happens.
Yeah, let's.
Santana, no, stop! Please, stop.
I don't understand. Everything was finally the way I wanted it. I had Brandon, he was mine. I can't stand thinking something might have happened to him. Why does this have to happen? Why does he have to be the victim of all this? What did he do? No, answer me. I light candles and I get no answer from God, so you tell me. Tell me why things like this happen, why innocent people are always the victims. I should be the one that pays for giving him away.
This isn't the time or the place to get into it.
I gave him up 7 years ago. I had the choice and I just let him go. All this unhappiness is because of me.
That's not true.
No, it is. If I'd kept him, none of this would have happened.
Now, you listen to me. You were very young at the time. You did what you thought was the right thing to do. People you respected told you it was the right thing to do.
I still should have known.
How could you have known? Look, The only mistake you made was to trust them.
The Capwells.
Yes, the Capwells.
They've hurt us both so much. They've taken Brandon from me and Eden from you. My God, what do we have left?
We have hope.
Maybe you do.
We both should have.
Dave, we're gonna find Brandon. And I believe in my heart someday he'll be yours.
And you and Eden?
Whatever happens, happens.
So good of you to do this for me. Helping me this way. You didn't have to.
This is a blessing for me. Sometimes you need a good cause to get your own feet back on the ground, you know?
We're still gonna find him, aren't we? And he's gonna be all right?
There's no doubt in my mind.
I don't know what I'd do without you.
In an hour's time here on Sky One, DJ Cat will be here with Dynamo Duck and the Turtles. In half an hour's time at 3:15, it's comedy with the new Leave It to Beaver. And now on Sky One, Maud is about to hear some rather unwelcome news about Carol's new man. We'll hear all about it in just a moment.